Hello and welcome to the Sounds of Salisbury podcast. We're back.
Yes, we are.
My name's Alex.
My name's Ellen.
And we're here to bring you the sounds of the Salisbury music scene.
And the voices of the community.
Completely forgot what we're here for. It's
No,
been
we
so
didn't.
long. Well, I was getting too excited.
Okay.
You know?
Well, welcome back, Alex.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Welcome back to you. What have you been up to?
Oh, lots. Lots and lots. Music. Florence. Oh, that was beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful place. Yep.
It was very nice. It's funny enough, I was in Florence too.
So was my boss randomly, but we didn't bump into him, thankfully.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Sorry, Dean. Just in case you watch or listen, which
they didn't even know we do this.
Oh, you talk about it at work all the time, but just with the cool people.
Again, sorry, Dean.
Yeah. Wow. So when do we slag off my work? Hi, guys. Oh, dearie me. So today we're talking about a local festival.
The best local festival.
Are we putting the Sounds of Salisbury stamp of approval on it?
It
is how they market it. But
biggest small free festival.
The biggest small free festival locally in the local area.
Oh, I think internationally, but
you reckon?
Yeah.
So we are, of course, talking about FiggleFest. If you've not heard of FiggleFest before, where have you been? Obviously not at FiggleFest, which is a shame because it is a fantastic day of just live music, fun, laughter.
Well, we won't say too much about it because otherwise our guests won't have anything to talk about.
Very true.
We'll have just banged on about how wonderful it is already.
Yeah, very true. So we will have Jackie and Tina on in a little while to chat about that. But first, the return of the top 10. Yeah.
Okay, so you put this one together this week. What have we got, Alex?
It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while since I've done the top 10. So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's go for it. So this is kind of linked, obviously, tenuously linked to what we're going to call Figgle. I think that's the episode. We're going to call it Figgle.
Figgle.
Oi.
No, fest. Gosh.
We didn't go last year. We were on holiday, and I've clearly got a bit rusty on all of the
Figgle.
Fest.
Figgle.
Fest.
Figgle.
Fest.
Okay.
We're back in the room. So it's just like a one day, local mini festival. Loads of live music, loads of people. We won't go into too much detail, but it always does well locally with attendance. And again, won't go into like too much detail because we want to talk to Jackie and Tina about that. But it made me think, and I know
that's always dangerous.
That's never a good thing. I thought to myself, so what are kind of some of the biggest attended gigs ever? Now, there are loads. So I've kind of had to not pick and choose, but to make it a little bit more interesting, pick out the ones that rock the most. But I thought I would do that as our top 10.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to get you to guess as well.
Okay. Guess what? Guess what festival it is? Or?
No, not guess what festival, but we're going to guess the top 10 concert attendances.
So how many people attended?
How many people? Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's the attendance.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
got it. Are you good?
I'm good.
I shall.
Raring to go.
I'm just going to place my notes in front of me so that I can provide clarity. But here we go. So, the first one, but we'll call it number 10. This is, do you know who that is?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Yeah, you
Sir
don't.
Paul
Sir
McCartney.
Paul. I was going to say you
Apologies.
don't get a point for that, but
Oh.
sir, you were very, very good.
I never get points. I didn't realise we got scored on
No, we
these.
don't. I'm just making it up. It's fine. So yeah, this is Sir Paul McCartney, or Macca, as I like to call him, at the Maracanã or Maracana. I think it's Maracanã, in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil. This is 1990. He was just coming off the release of the Flowers in the Dirt album, and he played in Brazil, doing songs from that album, as well as loads of Beatles songs, as you'd imagine, which obviously isn't a Beatles song. Dear me. We're back. Yeah, fully back.
Dear.
How many people were at his gig? Now, before you know, what we will say is you're used to going to gigs where I'm playing, so you need to kind of up the levels of the attendances on those just a little.
Add a few noughts to the end.
Add a few noughts.
Okay.
As opposed to just naught.
I'm always there. It's always one.
True.
Okay, how many people? It's obviously a big attended. Let's go. I don't know, 200,000 people.
200,000 people. Very close.
Ooh, okay.
184,000 people went to watch Paul McCartney.
Excellent.
Yeah, I suppose. So these, what I will say is these incrementally go up.
Okay, so this is the lowest attended.
This is the lowest attended. Okay, so we're going to rattle through these. So the next one we've got is Queen. The Mighty Queen played Hyde Park in 1976. Now, this was a free concert, and so I will say the little caveat is that it's a free concert. How do you really know how many people were there or not? But according to records,
was it an indoor concert? Surely they know how many seats there are. Oh, Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
I was paying attention.
They were just coming off of a great year. The Night of the Opera album and Bohemian Rhapsody have both absolutely slapped. So,
okay. 250,000.
Oh, 250. That is a lot. No, 200,000.
Okay.
200,000. Hyde Park. I don't think you get anywhere near that now, but Hyde Park. I know they do loads of stuff, the BST stuff, but I don't think they get that many. Oasis. So Oasis in 1996 did 2 nights at Nebworth. Released a DVD about it. It was one of the biggest selling DVDs of musical DVDs ever, or whatever.
Okay.
I don't want the total. I want the one day. So they basically said that each day had essentially the same attendance. So
they're not adding them together. We're just going individual. Okay. Yeah. So what did I say last time? Let's go 250,000 this time. I feel like I'm on play cards right or something. Higher, lower.
well, we've already established they're all going higher.
Well, okay.
So that's good. So that's handy.
The price is right then.
The price is bang on.
Bang on. Excellent.
250,000 people went to see Oasis, and then 250,000 people went to see Oasis.
Again.
Maybe not again. Some of them might have gone again. Apparently they had the biggest VIP list of any gig around at the time. It was the gig to go to.
Yeah.
Did you go?
I did not go. I was not on their VIP list.
Okay.
No. But I bet Taylor Swift's VIP list now gets as much attention as her performance, doesn't it? Okay.
Right. Number 7. So that is.
I know, but his name is eluded. Why can't I think of his name? Oh, that's appalling. Jimi Hendrix. Yes. Gosh, sorry.
Jimi Hendrix. So in 1969, Hendrix, along with copious other people, including Janis Joplin, The Who, CSN and Young, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young before they just became Crosby, Stills, and Nash, because Young dipped off to do his own stuff. Neil Young, he kept rocking in the free world. It's all good. Right, so Woodstock, 1969, obviously like a seminal gig. Absolutely, like, you know, one of the biggest gigs ever, or is it?
Well, not if it's only at number
7.
Yeah, then it's definitely not. But you said everyone that went to Woodstock, or just the people that saw his performance?
No, everyone went to Woodstock.
Everyone that went to Woodstock, because that was a lot of people.
There were a lot of people.
400,000.
You are having a laugh. She hacks my Gmail and just checks these out. Yes, 400,000 people.
Okay.
Stunning amount of people. And a wonderful time. A lot better than the Woodstock. When did they do the...
Oh, the Woodstock 96.
I don't know when it was, but that was a travesty.
Oh, brilliant TV show, though.
Oh, yeah, the documentary on it was fantastic. Yeah. Number 6, we have the Rolling Stones. So again, they played Hyde Park in 1969. This was 2 days after Brian Jones passed away. So it was a big gig for them. But how many people were there to watch them?
425,000. Okay.
500,000 people. Now you think this, so that was in Hyde Park in 1969, 500,000. And then Queen, 7 years later, only 200,000. So obviously they'd started to restrict the amount of people that were allowed to go there in those times.
Okay, well, we would make that assumption.
We're going to just make that assumption.
Health and safety kicked in.
Your health and safety. Right, number 5. So that is The Who, and we've already mentioned them because they played Woodstock in 69, but they also played the Isle of Wight Festival in 1970, along with the likes of Hendrix, The Doors, Joni Mitchell, Free. This gig took place, and then there wasn't another one for at least a decade.
Wow. It is a great festival. I love the Isle of Wight Festival.
We do like the Isle of Wight Festival.
It's quite a big area, but I don't know if it was different back then as it is now. So I'm going to go 200. No, 200. I'm going backwards. 600,000.
600,000. It is weird when you start to like just go up and up.
I know.
Your mind kind of goes, how can there possibly have been that many people? It's just insane. But 600,000. 700,000. Wow. And you have to bear in mind that the actual population of the Isle of Wight is 100,000 people.
I suppose the island didn't sink. Is that picture actually of the festival then?
Yeah, so all of these pictures are of the festivals or concerts that were taking place.
Wow, that's crazy. I wonder what their sound systems were like back then. I wonder if those people could actually hear it.
BSM, stage tech,
question
they'd have sorted that, wouldn't they? No problem. All good. Right, number 4. Okay. Who's that charming young fellow?
John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi, absolutely. So, John Bon Jovi played a thing called Live 8. This was held in Philadelphia in 2005, and it was kind of like to celebrate the whole Live Aid thing and help raise more money for poor people in poor countries and all of that stuff that makes celebrities feel good about themselves.
So where was that?
So this was in Philadelphia. Now this is another free concert. It's weird, but you had Bon Jovi, you had Linkin Park, you had loads and loads of these like big top American acts. You also had the Kaiser Chiefs, slightly random, but they were there too. I don't know if they just bought tickets and got on stage, but
it's obviously more than 700,000 people attended, and if they'd made it free and it's a charity event, didn't they just really miss a big opportunity to raise money before? Anyway, okay.
No idea.
So let's go, I don't know, 750,000.
751 million people.
Yeah, so they could have just charged them £1 each.
Yeah.
And that'd have been £1 million straight away.
So this kind of like this what happened. So you know, like the mall that leads to Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
It was kind of similar to that. So that whole bit then goes down this long stretch of road. It's just like that. They just had, you know, screens all the way down.
Screens.
So they did it.
Yeah.
But there we go. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 3, returning the Rolling Stones. So can you guess where this gig was?
Brazil. T-shirt.
Shoot, I like it. So this was on Copacabana Beach in 2006. It was the Copacabana Rio de Janeiro Carnival. So absolutely mad. Not a free gig. This is a paid gig.
Wow.
Okay. How many people?
Don't know how big the beach is, but obviously it's over 1 million, which is a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
So I'll go 1,472,763 and a dog.
That's what I have to put up with. She has to put up with me. I have to put up with that. It's fine. It was, in fact, so you just missed out. There wasn't a dog.
Wow.
1.5 million people.
Crikey.
I know. Insanity. Insane. Now,
I'd hate to have thought of the state of that beach when they all got off.
Oh, just could have been right there. All that sand everywhere. Now, just in case, because you never know, but just in case Rod Stewart is watching, okay, he did do a gig on Copacabana Beach, which allegedly had 4.2 million people there. But it was also New Year's Eve, and most of those people went to watch the New Year's Eve fireworks and not actually Rod Stewart. They didn't have a ticket. They just were there to watch the fireworks, which, you know, it's Rod Stewart. Obviously, you'd rather go and watch somebody with a sparkler. So, sorry, Rod. At number 2. Okay, so I think, if I remember rightly, this could potentially have been Pantera, but I'm not 100% sure because I can't remember. I literally forgot to write down the actual name of the band that were the photo is of. But this was Monsters of Rock in Moscow in 1991.
Okay.
You had the likes of Motley Crue, AC/DC, Metallica, potentially Pantera, playing in Moscow in an airfield in Moscow.
Oh, airfield.
And this is at the height of kind of what I would term the classic rock age. Quite frankly,
1.7 million.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's a lot of people.
Too many.
Too many.
1.6 million people, which is insane. The Russians do like their live music. I mean, they love rock. Obviously, 1.6 million people went to watch it, but they do love their rock.
I wonder how many toilets they'd have had to have brought in for that amount of people.
Like I said, we've been to the Isle of Wight Festival, and I can't imagine download would have been much better a couple of weeks back. So, you know, 1.6 million. Ugh, crazy. But number 1.
Yes. Okay, I'm ready. Yep. Okay. Is that Oxygen in Moscow?
Oxygen in Moscow. So, this is Jean-Michel Jarre. Remember him?
I do. I don't think I would bother to go and watch him.
Yeah, it's weird. For those of you that don't know him, YouTube him, check him out. He would play lasers with what looked like not tea towels, but
he used to do it with his hands, didn't he?
Yeah, but he'd have you have to have a special glove on to do it. It just looked like he was trying to get something out of the oven,
like magician's gloves.
Yeah, because otherwise the lasers would burn him.
So it was actually this was in what, centre of Moscow?
This is in the centre of Moscow, 1997. It was the 850th anniversary of Moscow. How many people?
Okay. 1.8.
1.8 million is
nowhere near. That's insane amount of people.
It is. It is just it's unfathomable in this day and age now, because you just wouldn't get that.
Yeah,
kind of
I can't get my head around that
level
amount
of
of people
people
in one place.
I mean, I'm lucky to get 3.5
and a dog.
and a dog.
I'm sure sometimes you'd just settle for the dog.
I was, yeah. They wag their tail. You know that they're enjoying it. So that's all good. But there you go.
Thank you. That was
well done. You did pretty well.
I did.
You did pretty well.
I'm quite impressed.
I
think definitely
we
should. Yeah, you should be. We should get scorers. Yeah, definitely scorers.
We should do. Well, from now on, we're going to start trying. If it's like that, then yeah,
like
definitely.
A quiz.
Competition time. I like it. And that's it. So there we go. FiggleFest, we know probably won't have as many as 3.5 million. Still have a few, and we'll find out when we chat to the ladies.
And I do believe dogs are welcome there too.
I believe they are.
Right.
So we'll take a little.
Let's get them on. I'll take a break.
We'll take a break. Yeah, let's take a break, and then we'll get them on.
Okay.
Right, cool. Hello.
Hi.
Alex and Ellen, great to see you. Thanks for inviting us on.
Great to see you, Jackie and Tina from FiggleFest, the organisers of FiggleFest.
Yep.
Yep.
The week's Saturday, and we're keeping our fingers crossed the weather's going to be nice. Not like this rubbish we're having at the minute.
No, I've looked at the forecast. I think we're supposed to be a bit wet through this next week, but the week after and the Saturday currently looking good. So yeah,
everyone
we'll
make the difference.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, you always bring the weather.
Not that.
Always
not
bring
take
the
that.
No. Okay, so I think probably we'll start with, how did FiggleFest start? How did it come about?
Okay. Well, it started with a Queen's Jubilee event in 2012. It was a free event. We used a lorry back then and had a couple of bands. And then and 2013, I came up with the name of FiggleFest after having a joke with a friend over in a local bar. And it was just a joke, really, but the name stuck.
From the name
I think it's a great name.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people call Faldine Figgledine from the mispronunciation. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Figgle.
Fest.
See, it's caught on. That's Colin Holmes' fault. You know that, don't you?
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, his fault.
Yeah, Lump actually performed at FiggleFest a few years back, and he came up with that slogan, was shouting up on stage, Figgle, Figgle, Figgle. We all said, "Oh, cool, fest."
Well,
and it's
we did like an intro. We have like a top 10 that me and Ellen do each time based on the what the podcast's about, and in our little banter backwards and forwards, Ellen kind of went, "Oh, Figgle, Figgle, Figgle," and I was like, "Oi, oi, oi!" I don't know.
Yeah.
What? She's like, "Fest, Alex, come on."
I was rather disappointed.
That, shouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. We have a great lineup this year, as you've probably seen. It's been well publicised. So it kicks off.
And is there a certain somebody playing? I can't think.
I don't know. What? Not sure, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, there is quite a few. Yeah. So obviously it's progressed loads since a Jubilee party back in 2012. You must be thrilled with.
Yeah, we started off with a lorry, then 2 lorries, and then last year was the first year we used Brian Monday and BSM Stage Tech, and he's doing the same again this year for us. So all the hard work goes to Brian.
Yeah. So is it the same stage you took to Glastonbury then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're actually going to have the Glastonbury stage.
Yeah. How's that? Yeah. We need to get that in the promos, don't we, somewhere?
I think so. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to put this together, and you do fundraising throughout the year. So do you want to talk a little bit about some of your fundraising events and what you do to keep this free.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's all about the fundraising, isn't it? And unfortunately, this year we normally have a duck race, but the weather's been so abhorrent we had to cancel that. But we have an annual Halloween bash that we do, and we have what else do we do? Sponsors is the big thing as well. We've had.
I could just say the duck race has been abandoned because there's a tree down across the river just below the start of the race, just below the bridge, and it's not been cleared. So we can't let all these ducks down in the river because you'll just get stuck behind this tree.
Yeah, so that's a bit of
we
a
can't
no-go.
do anything until that tree's cleared.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
but I do have to say we've got some funding from Wiltshire Council, from the Stonehenge Area Board. Bless them, they've helped us with some lighting this year. And Maz, one of our other Figgle crew ladies, has organised some lottery funding for us as well, off the back of being our 10th year anniversary last year. So it was looked on favourably for us this year. But all that together, plus obviously on the day, we put out buckets for anybody put some donations in. They'll be really appreciated.
Yeah. Please give us your money.
Yeah, it's all
on the
about
day.
keeping the whole thing free.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it costs a fair few grand to put on, and we need to raise that. And we just do plant sales, and you name it, we try everything. And we've got such a great community out here who are really like all for Figgle. So everybody's happy to just put a few quid in the pot here and there, quiz nights, anything. You know, we raise 50 quid, great. If we raise £1,000, fantastic. That's the kind of thing. That's how we work it. But we do have a great team around us. So, you know, I think there's about 6 or 7 of us all together.
9 in total now.
Oh, is it? See, no, I don't even know. But they're brilliant. God bless them. So, yeah. So that's
so will they all be there this year? Because I
We're
was
all
going
going to be in our FiggleFest t-shirts. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you come take us.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. And I like the pictures where at the end of the night where you're all there, clearly just exhausted but delighted.
Oh yeah,
with
it's very
the day.
exhausting.
Yes.
It's the big clear up afterwards as well.
And if somebody bothers to put alcohol in your drink, what are you going to do? I mean, so yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
But new for this year, we've got a large field. The local farmer has very generously let us use one of the fields. And that's one of the reasons why we've moved the date on from early July till the 20th of July, so that they can harvest the field. I was just speaking to him the other day because I was a bit worried because the weather's not been pleasant. But he said he sprayed the field to bring the crop on so that they can harvest it. And he just needs a couple of clear days of sunshine and then it'll be done. So having that field allows us then to allow for parking behind the village hall, which would normally be a car park, and also camping on the field with tents. So we can hopefully attract a few more people this year.
Yeah, so the camping's become really popular.
Yeah.
So we've
Sorry,
camped a couple of the camping is
yeah.
quite popular.
Yeah.
We've camped a couple of times. It just allows you to really immerse yourself in the whole day and not have to
have a few drinks.
worry about getting home. Yeah, I mean, I think that's part and parcel of Figgle or any sort of festival that's going. You want to be able to enjoy yourself. I mean, there are some very, very bad photos of me at FiggleFest. Maybe slightly tippled. Slightly tippled,
Oh, we all get a bit tippled.
Yeah.
Mind you, I can't until after 9 o'clock when I've made sure all the bands are in. I've got to make sure everybody's in or going to be on time to make sure they don't miss their slots. So, for instance, if there's one band member missing, I've got to rearrange the whole thing at the last minute. So
exactly.
I'm not going to have a drink till after 9 o'clock when the whole artists are in.
I think that's a key. Yeah, I think that's a really key thing. It's very easy to say that you guys, organize this and fundraise it throughout the year, which is a huge undertaking as it is. But it's not like you then go, well, there it is, enjoy yourselves. You're still working through and doing so much up until almost it's finished, and then once it's finished, like you said, pack down, and then your mind, probably then goes to right. Let's start again.
Clearing out.
Yeah.
You see?
But actually, talking about starting again, I've already booked 3 bands for next year. I'm not going to say who they are. I'm not saying who they are. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going to get an exclusive then. No,
No. Well, it might be an exclusive when I do announce them, but I can't do it at the minute.
That's fair enough. Well, we'll look forward to that.
That's fine. I mean, there's an abundance of acts that people can look forward to.
Absolutely.
Well, of course, yeah. And I mean, FiggleFest grows every year, and with that in mind, we've sort of going to diversify a bit more next year.
But it's still great because you still try to get mostly local bands and supporting local artists. So that's great, isn't it?
It is. So over the years, we'll come on to this year in a minute, but over the past years, do you have a favourite memory or a favourite act that's performed?
No, not really. The best act I've seen was Hawkwind at Stonehenge.
Ask the question.
I might get a tribute band, Hawkwind wise, but I don't know how popular Hawkwind are these days.
So no favourite during Figgle itself. I can't think of one actually. I wouldn't like to point one out personally.
No.
It's difficult because you've had so many, and it is it feels kind of wrong to highlight somebody. But I mean, I can't speak for Ellen. Yeah, I can't speak for Ellen, but from my perspective and my experience of FiggleFest, one of my favourites, who are no longer around, was Gypsy Jukebox.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant!
Oh, God, yeah,
they were very brilliant.
They were absolutely superb. I mean, they'd had a little bit too much Figgle tipple as well, but they were
they just ripped it out. They were brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah, and that was a sensational kind of vibe. I think that actually came up on my Facebook timeline as a memory yesterday.
Yeah, there is video
or the day before,
Yeah, there is a video of Gypsy Jukebox on YouTube at FiggleFest.
Yeah.
So
and they were superb, and that just shows the level and caliber of the people that you bring to FiggleFest, as will the lineup this year, which I honestly think is, well, it's clearly the biggest that you've had at FiggleFest. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's nothing else going on in and around Salisbury because you've got everybody playing. So let's have a look.
Timing is going to be the essence. Timing, everybody has time and nobody can overrun. I should be there with my watch.
I think
no. I might say to Brian plug that, no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The first Fest one year had, I remember the stages, they had like a countdown clock on the stage so the acts could see how much longer they had left, so that they couldn't have the excuse to overrun. Yeah, that was quite a good idea. Maybe
the trouble is, if you let the band overrun, by the end of the day, the last band that's on, that's got less time.
Yeah.
And we near enough had that issue last year, which isn't fair to all the bands need to have their performance times. And I know some of them do get carried away and they like to go over, but we can't have it because we've got such a tight schedule because we've got so many to fit in. We can't overrun.
But you've worked it.
Well,
I've worked it. So you got a main band, then you got an acoustic act, then a main band, acoustic band. So hopefully, whilst a main band is setting up, an acoustic act will be out there performing. So the music's continuous. The live music is, continuous.
Yeah,
which is excellent. So looking through the list, I mean, we've got it on the screen, but looking through the list. So you rightly said there, it's kicking off at 12 o'clock. You've got Evolution Choir. You've got the brilliant Hamlet Peter from HP and the Reggae Source. Myself, absolutely delighted to be performing. Passenger Club, Georgie Amelia, Lump, Joe Burke, the P45s, Lucas Hardy. You've got Sean Ladd doing a DJ set. Break Cover bringing BCDC to FiggleFest. Lynn Sutton, the Zucchinis, the Fleetwood Collective. We'll get to them in a minute, and the brilliant Glass House. Sensational lineup, beyond belief. Absolutely incredible. Tell us a little bit about the Fleetwood Collective, because they kind of look like you've positioned them in in a way that's a big coup.
Yeah, they played Wickham Festival last year and went down so well. They've been invited back this year. They're a collection of really good artists from Southampton, hence Fleetwood Collective, and they like to play Fleetwood Mac live music as they used it back in the 70s and 80s. So it's going back in time, and they're an incredible bunch of musicians and singers as well, and they gel really, really well. I mean, we've given them an hour and a half because there's an awful lot of Fleetwood Mac fans out there. So hopefully we'll pull it off quite well. They do. We'll get their hour and a half.
Sounds like Stevie Nicks too, doesn't she?
Yeah,
really does.
Yeah. Amanda, the lead singer, she does sound like Stevie Nicks. She's been accredited to that as well. So it's going to be good. I'm quite excited about quite a lot of the band. Everything is going to be great. Just fingers crossed for the weather.
The weather will be fine. It's FiggleFest. It has to be fine.
That's right. That's right. But there is an option of a very large red circus type tent that we could hire should we need to.
No, we're not going to hire it. We've been given it.
Well, we've been given it. Well, we maybe make a donation, but so there's an option. There's an option if it does absolutely shit down. So,
yeah. It's good to have a backup.
Just go on anyway.
Yeah.
It's never stopped us in the past, has it? In fairness, if you've had some rain or showers, everyone's still up and just
I think
enjoy
one of the
themselves.
worst conditions. One of the worst conditions is the wind. If we get too much wind, I mean, obviously people turn up with their tents and gazebos and and it's quite high up at the Fardine playing field, so we don't want the wind. Things get blown about.
Yeah,
but I'm sure it'll be hopefully fine.
Oh, it's got to be great.
Of course it will.
It's going to be amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I mean, it's free, and we keep banging on that it's free, which I think is astonishing. And I applaud you for keeping it a free festival, because I think, I mean, you could at any point turn around and say, right, we'll just charge £5 per person to come in, but you don't. You want to keep it free. Yeah, which is great.
Absolutely what we're all about. We're all about keeping it free so that anybody, I mean, the children's entertainment is all free as well. So if you turn up with the kids, the bouncy castles and we've got swing boats this year, we've got a bucking bronco, giant slide, you name it. We've got Claire's Circus is going to be with us, and she does giant bubbles and balloon modeling, and it's all free. So if you were a young family on a very tight budget, you could turn up to Figgle, perhaps with a bag of, picnic with you, and the whole day wouldn't cost you a penny.
It would, because
if you could
kindly put money for next year.
Yeah, if you could kindly put a £5 in the bucket, we'd appreciate it. It's that kind of ethos. So that's what we're about.
That is brilliant. I've got a few little videos. One particularly brilliant video of my daughter doing the bucking bronco a few years back. It's the funniest thing.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I'll send it to you. She literally, I won't spoil it. I'll send it to you. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I think you guys should go on it as well this year.
I will wear appropriate clothing this year.
Alex, for your performance. I'd love to see your performance after going on the bucking bronco.
I might still be on it. I might be that good, but you'll have to push.
Might not get off it.
Yeah. See how it goes. From the humble beginnings, as the celebration of the Jubilee, to this year, as Ellen's rightly said, you've kept it free, which is phenomenal. But obviously, your attendances have grown and grown. Just sort of, how many people do you have in mind? How many people you expect to come to these events?
Well, we think over the years the maximum amount is probably about 1,000, 1,500. We know from past events held on that field, i.e. the village fair, that used to attract up to 4,000 people. So we got plenty of room for lots more people. And also, as I said earlier, about the car parking, we haven't got to worry about car parking this year. So there'll be lots of signs around the village directing people where to go. We've got marshals, got wardens, we've got the scouts helping us out as well with the car park.
Yeah.
So we're on top of it. We're on top of just every scenario, just in case.
We've got a few portaloos this time as well, which we've tried not to use before, but we have got a few. Jackie got them sorted out last week for us, just to help out with the toilet. Because as it's been explained to us, it's not so much how many people that's on the field; it's the facilities to accommodate them. So enough food vendors, enough toilets, enough everything else. So that's where we're just making sure we got all our little boxes ticked. So there's a few portaloos on our next couple of weeks' time as well. Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of the musicians, I just say that I've known for a long, long time. I mean, the likes of Colin Holton, Ruth Jones, Ian Sinnett. We all used to go to Stonehenge Free Festival all those years ago. So yeah, I've known them a long time, and it's nice to stay in contact. And I love live music. It's nice to stay in contact with musicians. I just just love the whole thing. But be able to bring it all out into the middle of Salisbury Plain. It's been an achievement, I suppose, over the years, but it's something to look forward to.
It is. It's always on our calendar. Always.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's I think Maggie said it today. The family has always had a connection to FiggleFest from the Faldine days, so it's important to go and support what you do. And like you rightly said, live music in Salisbury is thriving, and it's great to bring it out here.
Always has.
To
in my
opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll obviously be there. I'll bring my guitar, obviously. And
I mean, for all the musicians, it's for all the musicians to just turn up, plug in, and play. So obviously you've tuned your guitar for it there, hopefully.
You'd be surprised how many people don't, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Prima donnas out there. No, none of them.
No,
but they're all in the safe hands of BSM Stage Tech this year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure that we do lots of footage and stuff for you guys as well on the day.
Great.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah.
There will be some really good standout moments this year, I'm sure of that, because of the caliber of the bands and the artists that are coming along. It's going to be hopefully the best year. Next year be even better.
At what point are you going to stop raising this bar?
You can't though, can you? That's the thing. You can't. If you do something incredible, you can't kind of go, "Oh, well, that was good. There you go. I've peaked." You have to
just
challenge yourself to make it
I
bigger
always
and better.
think, let's make this better next year.
Yeah,
always.
And if we always get such great feedback, and it just inspires you to go on again. It's because you're doing it for yourselves, yes, in a way, but mostly for other people. You just get the great vibe when you see people really enjoying themselves, really getting into it, and like, oh, that was great, and it just kicks you into going on again next year. Yeah.
I mean, we did the acoustic Sunday for Colin and Salisbury Live, so it's the first time we've had that opportunity to do to do a little thing like that, and that's exactly how we felt. We just wanted to give people an opportunity to perform, but also for people to come and see these guys do something a little different, or people that they hadn't seen before. And we were absolutely buzzing for a good couple of days afterwards. And that was just an afternoon of music, a little afternoon of music. You guys have got like 12, 14 acts performing.
Yeah.
Juggling all of that. And once it's finished and the dust settles and you're able to take a little time to reflect.
I'll find you guys and get your drink at 9:15.
Yeah. I mean, Brian and his team are going to be doing all the hard work. I'm just going to be coordinating and make sure people turn up on time. I know Fleetwood Collective are turning up a couple of hours before so they can get sort of into knowing what's going, because they've not been to FiggleFest before, so they want to get, have a look around and see what's going on and get in the feel for it. So
incredible. So this is the 20th of July, kicks off at midday, Faldine Recreation Grounds. It's free, people, absolutely free.
Free.
Apart from the donation. Apart from the donation,
Apart
yes.
Apart from the donations,
Take
or,
some cash, pop
or
it in the bucket.
purchasing a drink.
Yeah, we
Yes,
just want to
please.
keep it
Jackie
free
and
every
Jimmy.
year. I
You
mean,
can afford, you
yeah.
know, just whatever, you put it in the bucket and we greatly appreciate it.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah.
to keep it free.
I definitely recommend turning up there on time at the start, 12 o'clock. Get in your spot. Get your little friends and family unit around you, and just really embrace the full day. Yeah,
Yeah.
relax.
Chill out
It
and end
really
up
is.
dancing by the end of it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a party. It's a
Always.
party in the park, so you know it's free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Great
Well, we
vibe.
can't wait.
Cannot wait. It's going to be absolutely banging. I promise that I
Yeah.
won't be drunk by 2 o'clock, because otherwise the set will be a little bit off.
You'll
I'll be good, I
if you're
promise.
drunk by 2 o'clock, you'll be definitely falling off that bucking bronco. It's swollen.
Oh, we've
It's on
only
my
ever had to
mind.
beat. We've only ever had to beat one person on this show, Jackie. That was nearly 2, so that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Would have gone down in infamy. But there we go. People, please go. Please enjoy. It's a wonderful, wonderful festival, and we thank you for doing it. Amazing.
Yeah, we
Thank
look forward
you.
to seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody who sees this, come along, come along.
Thank you. Alex, Ellen, thank you very much for having us on as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very
Right.
much.
Right, we'll see you soon.
Thank
Yeah.
you. See you
Okay.
soon, very soon.
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, that was smooth, Alex. Well done.
So what are you talking about? It was all good, surely.
Oh, they're great. Wonderful people doing amazing things for live music.
For live music and community, and I think this is key. You know, it's what we champion here at the Sounds of Salisbury. We love live music, obviously, you know, that goes without saying, but it's the community aspect of that which really excites me, because they do so much in and around. Just Sparling's a little place, but the stuff that they do to be able to put on a little mini festival that has over 1,500 people turn up, and they do it for free, is insane. And you know, they still pay the bands what they need to, and get it all done. You know, BSM Stage Tech come in and do what they need to do as well. It brings the community together, and that's, for me,
It does.
you know, for us, but it's huge.
Yeah.
We've been a part of it for quite some time, going through it and stuff. So we very much look forward
Can't wait.
to going
It's
again.
gonna be great. So that obviously is 2 weeks away. What have we got happening this week, Alex?
Oh, so you can obviously go to the Salisbury Gig Guide to check this out. Check out all of the gigs that go on in and around Salisbury, Andover, etc. All the stuff's on there. But we do like to just, you know, throw it out there to yourselves as well. So let's have a little look as we scroll. I thought I saw. There we go. Wednesday. So this is new. This is a new one on me. There is an open mic at Shrewton Sports and Social Club. We love a good open mic, and some bad ones too, because they're all good as far as I'm concerned. It's rock and roll. But yeah, so that starts at 7:30. Shrewton Sports and Social Club open mic. So if you fancy playing, go and check that out. There is also an open mic on Thursday, the Sarum Live open mic. So it used to be at the Duck and is now at Laverstock and Ford Sports Club. Always a good one. Great sound, great musicians there. So go and check that out. Or if you fancy going to watch another fantastic band, one of my faves actually in the Salisbury scene, the Duskers. They will be playing Root Giant Beer House on Thursday. And that kicks off at 8:30. And they are sensational live. They really, really are. Doing lots of stuff over the summer. So please go and check those guys out for me and say hello if we're not already there. You never know, we might be. Were you trying to stifle a laugh by
No,
coughing?
sorry.
No?
Apologies. I think I've
That's worth a try.
caught Jackie's cough.
Oh, no. caught it through internet. Friday, Coach and Horses, who are doing loads of live stuff at the moment, which is wonderful to see them on the scene. So they've got live music on Friday with Daniel Quinton. Rude Giant on Friday. They've got ABBA's Angels. They're an ABBA tribute band, apparently.
I would have probably guessed that.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah,
You hear the rain?
Is that the rain?
That's the rain.
Gosh.
That crackle. This is the rain. Oh, it's going to be a long night as soon as the old thunder kicks in. Saturday, Kudos. Dave Martin's 6-5 special. So go and check them out. Do lots of different genres of music, from rock, swing, 60s punk, 70s blues, Britpop, country, Americana, 80s, and cowboy rock. I like a bit of cowboy rock. I am fortunately busy Saturday. I'll be at StowFest.
Oh gosh, yes.
As will you. So StowFest 2024 at the South Newton and Wishford Village Hall / Recreation Grounds. So as I said, I'll be there. I'll be performing, kicking the show off, and also comparing. So if you get there late and you see somebody drunk with a microphone, that'd be me. Apologies. You're going to also have John Card, Saigon, the Late Starters, Mary and the Bubblegums. Really looking forward to watching them.
Seeing them. Yeah, I haven't seen them yet.
Haven't caught them yet, but really looking forward to that. So Cress's Last Stand, CLS, Signature Vision, Daisy Chain, and Jetback. So it's a free event. If you're going by car, it's just £5 to park your car. There's also camping, which is a tenner. So if you get a little bit too tipsy and don't fancy driving home, take your tent. Loads of there's a bar, barbecue, gin tent, loads of stuff for the kids. Go along. Great lineup. Great lineup. If you happen to be near Sixpenny Hanley, check out the Sixpenny Hanley cricket ground on Saturday, because they have the Sixpenny Sessions. This is the big session 2024. I don't have any details on who's playing, but it's always good. We've been there. We watched Luisi play there once, which was a great time. Look at that.
I
the
still
penny
have
tap.
the cup.
Yes. Respect is due. That's really cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give a big shout out to Evie Armour. So Even Song, she's going to be doing Evie Sings ABBA at the Royal British Legion in Andover on Saturday. We love Evie. She's awesome, and we're hoping to get her on the podcast at some stage very, very soon. And that's the gig, guys.
Thank you.
That's it. I'm gonna take your penny tap. I'm gonna raise your Sounds of Salisbury cup, because I got told off for showing everyone what I was drinking. So now you've just got to guess.
Well, hilariously, today it's just water because it's a Sunday.
Because it's a Sunday, and we had far too many cocktails.
Yes,
last night at where did we go? Because that's
Charlie's Kitchen.
Oh yeah, Charlie's Kitchen. Really nice.
Yeah,
really lovely.
Really lovely.
Great cocktails.
Yeah,
and
the food looked really good. I'm definitely going back.
We need to go back there
for the
without
food.
doubt. And where else?
And then went to Botanicals.
It's a little young for me, but hey, you were in your element. You were loving it.
I was fine.
On the dance floor. Check out Rhubarbia in there. It's delicious. Delicious. But not as good as the cocktails in Tinga.
Oh, Tinga. Tinga win every time.
Jalapeno cucumber.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's enough. Otherwise, I'm going to want a cocktail. We're going to want, staying good. Staying
on cocktails. I want a Mexican now.
I do.
But there we go. Anyway.
Thank you, people.
Thank you very much. We will see you next time.
Bye.